The raid on Fishman Island was an absolute success. We were able to seize lots of ancient technologies, and with that we had enough to upgrade our armory. But currently we had no hideout, so we had to move on. Before we did though, Whisper wanted to show me something. She found the hideout of the Gorilla Bandits. Given our less than friendly encounters with them, I decided to attack it. And we were able to subdue their leader, and we took his sword as a trophy. From there, we moved towards the city of Clownsteady. When we made it towards the entrance, we saw a man sitting next to the gate, and what was interesting was the quality of his katana. Mirosection spotted this craftsmanship and headed towards the Scorchlander. And there he learned about this man. Aeron the Unknown was a happy young man in the Holy Nation who admired the Hollow Dawn, but when Mael seized power, his village was one of the first that got raided by the Dawn. His father gave him the family katana and told him to run. This moment marked his life as a bandit and vagabond that had to do everything necessary to stay alive. Hoping for a better perspective, he moved towards Clownsteady, only to be disappointed again, as Clownsteady was not better than the Great Desert. I did not hesitate and offered Aeron a place in our ranks. We spent the day resting up in Clownsteady, but this city does not have a lot to offer, and it also seems it's not worth checking the surroundings. So we kept moving to the north, avoiding the swamps as best as possible, until the moment we reached the Spider Plains, and I could not believe my eyes as Saras was walking towards me. I sprinted towards him, stunned, greeted my old friend, and I could not believe it. Saras was a former Shek warrior, exiled and his horns cut. And after being exiled, he joined the Band of Bones, but was never happy with his life. Until one day, on one of my missions, I stumbled upon Saras, who I saw fighting bravely. I offered him a place in the Hollow Dawn, and he completed all of his tasks with perfection. For years, he served me as an honorable guard. When I supposedly died, Saras was suspicious about all of this, and when the first general, Cauldron, also disappeared, he started to question Mael's motives. One night, he left to investigate what happened to me, and since then he followed my lead. And again, Saras humbly offered his service into my ranks. And of course I accepted my old friend back in. But the disappearance of Cauldron, I wonder, is he still alive? With Saras by our side, we came across a destroyed village, and on the inside was a renegade Shek named Ghost, the leader of the Berserkers. We swiftly took care of him and collected his sword as another trophy. We then rested in the nearby way station. Here we made plans to move further to the north, but as we were speaking, a Scorchlander came up to us. He noticed our ancient technology and asked where we had acquired it. But before I could say anything, he started to scratch his neck, lifted his face, and gave me a crazy look. After staring at me for a few minutes, he offered his service as a scientist. Physica could be seen by someone as a mad scientist, because he literally is one. Working for years for the tech hunters, he could not resist the urge to get more ancient technology, and since the tech hunters made less progress each day, he decided to move out on his own. In fact, the technology we had with us was more than he had ever seen as a tech hunter. He was eager to learn it, and of course this will benefit our goal. I agreed, yet I told Godfrey to keep an eye out for him. I'm still a little suspicious about this man. After we rested up, we prepared to move out towards the north. And I know one place where my brother will not find us. But for that, we have to go into the fog. Hello, my fellow Kenshi players, and welcome back to Betrayal, episode number 9. We are finding ourselves at the way station over here in the Stan Desert, and we have a few more community members with us, and we are currently on our way towards the Fog Islands. Before we do that though, one more quick thing. I mean, you saw it in the intro, but we acquired 2 Me Too weapons. One of them is from Ghost, and the other one is from Gorilla. It's quite funny, because this weapon belonged to Ghost once, and this was Ghost's new Me Too weapon, so we basically have both of Ghost's weapons in here. It's kind of funny, if you think about it. Now, before we also move towards the Fog Island, there is one more enemy I want to take out, and her name is Tora. I didn't do this on stream. I wanted to make this with you guys here, yeah. And in case you want to see the in-betweens, you can also check out the live streams where I'm doing the prep stuff for the next episodes, in case you didn't know that. So someone's fighting here. Okay, we have some Band of Bones fighting the caravan drones. I see what's going on here. Okay, intruders. We are indeed intruders. And we're going to take them out. And no mercy for the weak. Now, where is Tora, the explorer? Currently, it doesn't seem like I've seen her around here. I can talk to this. So there is Tora the Fearless. There she is. She doesn't really have a weapon that is that I want to take, but she has a bounty on her head, and I want to take the bounty. I want to take the bounty. Where she is? I have to look how long she will be able to survive before she gets knocked out. Band of Bones are now hostile. That is fine. Is she out? No, she's still bleeding. She's here. And now she's out. Good. We're gonna take Burn. Burn is gonna pick her up. We have a lot of money, by the way. Like a lot of money. Obviously from the bounties we turned in, because Gorilla had a very high bounty. And if you look, like, we have so much ancient technology here. It's going to be very interesting. So yeah, this episode we're going to scout around a bit in the Fog Islands. And potentially, I want to build my base somewhere around here. So base building will be probably next episode. Then we're on episode 10. And I think having episode 10 is a really good measurement for the base building episode, so yeah, I'm looking forward towards that. Okie dokie, let's see. Let me see. I wanna take a few of these weapons. I mean, I'm currently having a lot of money, but the question is, can you have enough? The answer is no, you can never have enough money. There we go. Also, guys, in case you missed it, I'm not even sure if I've mentioned this on my videos. We are doing a Kenshi podcast, and you can check this out. I'm going to put a link in the comment section where you can, if you want to, you can check out a Kenshi podcast. We're mainly talking about Kenshi related stuff, obviously, Kenshi lore, Kenshi mechanics. I'm doing this together with Hero in His Hat, fellow YouTuber, fellow brother, fellow bold brother. So if you feel like that's a thing you want to join into, then please be our guest. I want to say, please be our guest. Now, Value, your limp is not looking so good, so we're going towards... No, wait, we don't even need to go towards the way station. We have bats with us, and these bats heal faster than anything else. So there's that. So we're going to Chestin. We're going to say to Justin, please place this bat down here. Wagyu is going to heal up. Pretty fast, that is. Doesn't have to be 100. I'm fine with, like... Yeah, totally fine with that. There we go. Dismantle the bat. Put it back on Justin. And there is nomads, okay? Nomads running around. I'm kind of tempted in getting a second Garu. Oh, gee Louise. It seems like the tech hunters are still fighting the Western Hive around here. This happened, or this whole thing started in Flat's Lagoon. And now it moved over here. Great. Awesome. I mean, not really that awesome. It's more or less pretty bad that the Western Hive is fighting the tech hunters, but what can I do? Not much, apparently. So I can't even sell my stuff around here because they are beating the crap out of each other. Oh my god. This is funny. I mean, not really. Okay, there's not much I can do here. I wanted to sell stuff, but I cannot do it anymore. Seems like this way station is a goner. Okay, then we're going to move over towards a hive village in which we could potentially stock up on materials, but I just realized something. Why do we have Daniel on our shoulders? Daniel is fine. I have to bring in the bounty for Tora too. So Burn, you're going to Atmak in the meantime with Tora. And we are going to move towards this. Let's take this hive village in the back there. This hive village in the back seems to be the right choice. Well, Burn is moving over there. I guess Saras is pretty slow. I mean, he's a shack, obviously. So he moves slowly. Very slowly, that is. Oh, can you hear the quiet sounds of chirping at the night? Look at that beautiful Kenshi night sky here. You know, at this moment, Kenshi tends to be very, very peaceful. And then you have a big thing running towards you and just kills you with one hit. Welcome to the world of Kenshi. Okay, well, we are going towards this. Oh my god, what did we just run into? I just jinxed it. Okay, it's not big things, it's skin spiders. Arguably, it's not better. Don't want to say it's worse, but it's definitely not better. Fighting skin spiders. So, healed up. Yes, Sarah's still the slowest. Nobody got hit on the lag. Beautiful. I wish this would happen more often. Okay. Little Burn is making it to Atmak soon. Very good. Burn's athletic is already on 80. That's quite a bit. Also, Burn is using this combat cleaver, by the way. I gave this to him last episode. And obviously, this combat cleaver is absolutely amazing. We need to get him more strength, though. His strength is on 38. Now, it's not in the book that it is like 28 kilograms. You need double amount of strength to wear it, but it's like a rule of thumb you can go towards. So we need at least like, yeah, 56 strength. I would say we bump him up to 60 strength. And then we're Gucci. And since he's a skeleton, he can repair himself pretty quickly. That's quite nice. How are we looking food-wise? We still have fish from Fishman Island. I cannot believe this. We spent days marching around here and we still have fish from Fishman Island. Absolutely bonkers. I have no idea how these fish are so nutritious. But it is what it is. Okay, police station. Hello, where are you? Where are you? There you are. And I'm so sorry. I take her weapon off before I put her in. Yes. 10,000 cats. Thank you very much. And Burn, you're running towards this hive village too. I mean, I'm not really afraid that something bad happens to Burn. Because Burn is a skeleton. And, you know, he doesn't get eaten alive. So how are you guys doing? I hope everyone is doing fine. The series is progressing onwards. We are getting less people that want to join in, or at least like the number of people are getting less and less. So there's still a list of a few people on there that want to join the Betrayal adventure, but obviously it's getting less each day. And yeah, it's cool to see that the people are growing, but at this point we are pretty large, and I would say having a base around this time is something that we really need. Like, we really need a base. So where is the shop? Good day to ya. Oh, it's over here. Shop's over here. Burner, come over here. So we're gonna talk to the shopkeep. Human! Good price to benefit the hive and the humans. What he's saying. First off, let me sell all of these weapons. I let the game run in the background. I could potentially get the blueprint for Hive. Yeah, Leather Hive West and stuff like that. Oh, we already... never mind. We already know the Leather Hive West. That we already know. The Hive Chain Shirt. We have a lot of money right now, so I take it. I mean, if we have the Hive Chain Shirt, I don't think we need the Rusted one. Tool weapons. I don't think I need that. Ooh, Lantern of Radiance. There we go. That's what I've been looking for. This one goes to Whisper and to Ludwig. So this helps them at night. This helps them at night. So do we have space for materials? Now sadly they don't really have that many building materials to sell, but I think if we go to Mongrel, the shops there should have enough so I can start building my base. I will have to use the Forgotten Construction Set, like the in-game Forgotten Construction Set, quote unquote, the editing menu. I will have to use that when I'm building my base. Just because the normal building system is very limited, but I'm going to throw away the materials that are needed. Obviously, we want to play this fair. No cheating here. Okay, I'm not sure if I need normal books anymore. I still have a few of them left. I'm going to buy them because I want to make sure I get all. Oh, we have Hive notebooks too. Yeah, I did something. I installed the Hive Expanded mod. I've also added this to the list on Steam. So if you go to Steam, you will also find the mod over there. So if you click subscribe to all, you will now also have the Hive Extended mod. Why did I get this mod? I wanted to make the Fog Islands a bit more spicy. Because the normal ones, the Fogmen are pretty weak. And with the Hive Expanded, they're getting a bit stronger. Over here we see Fogmen fighting, but I just realized... Aren't these just normal Fogmen? Shouldn't they have... Wait, I'm pretty sure I got the mod, did I not? Hive expansion, yeah? What should be there? Okay. That's weird. This mod might need an import. That's what's happening. Okay, then I'm gonna work my magic, guys. That's what I'm going to do. In the blink of an eye, you will forget everything you saw. Okay, I don't know what just happened, but we're back. We're back. You just closed your eyes for a second and we are back into the game. Absolutely wonderful, is it not? Is it not, guys? Okay, moving towards the Foglands. It's been quite a while. I also think that we might have to be a bit wary. So, okay. Fogmen still look normal. Interesting. I thought these guys had gear on. But wait, oh no, they're actually, no, they're using bones. Never mind. These guys are using bones now. It's just, I think that the normal workers, they have like just these bones, that's it. And only like the princes have gear. That's quite nice. But yeah, we have to be a bit wary when we go into the Falklands. It has been quite a while since I've been here. But the Falklands has always, I don't know, it has something comforting. I know it's also pretty crazy and silly, but at the same time, it has something comforting, from what I can tell. So, it's quite nice. I always love to be here. There's a single drifter with a 0 martial arts skill, no weapon, 13 toughness, coming out of the Falklands. How did he survive? I wonder. I wonder. Oh yeah, okay, our first trip will be to Mongrel, obviously. This is the first trip we have to go to. And we officially entered the Fog Islands. So, Saras, you will be leading this. I mean, leading quote unquote. Refugees from the Holy Nation hoping to lose their pursuers to the Fogman. Wait, Fogman? What a Fogman? Who is saying this right now? How is Anthony not aware of Fogman? What is going on, Anthony? Man made of fog doesn't sound very scary. That comes from a shack, right? Of course, this comes from a freaking shack. Makes sense. Miracle has been in the Great Desert for a very long time. Oh, we just ran into a pretty big group, as you can see here. We have Purple Fogman over here, aka Barney the Fogman. Absolutely amazing. And the reason why these guys are colored like this is because I have the Princess mod installed. And somehow this mod also messes with the colors of certain hivers. So you should not be, be worrying about that, okay? It's Barney the hiver. He's purple, that's fine. Actually, a purple color is fine in my eyes because they are a little bit more distinct now from the normal Fogmen, so they're easy to spot. So, they should still have their hats, right? Beautiful. 6k for this hat. Absolutely amazing. I take it. Oh man, that's a lot of money. Fogman hunting is really nice in the Hive Expanded, but obviously we are a pretty tough squad at this moment, so we can take them on. But without that, not really good to go. But as far as I'm aware, they also have the Fog Praetorians, which has like these eggs or something like that that give you even more money, which I'm looking forward to. Ooh, is there a hive down there? And it's not a hive, it's called Death Yard. That's what it's called. But I don't think I spot a prince in there, do I? I don't think a prince is what I spot, from what I can tell here. I would have gone down there for a prince, definitely. But without a prince, nope, not gonna do it. I mean, yeah, in the end it's training. Everything is training in the end. Although I must admit that I'm pretty happy with how we're coming along. Stats are pretty decent. We can try... Should we try... We can try to sneak through there, actually. Like, who is the slowest when it comes to sneaking? I think it's the goat. Yeah, okay. I was like, I don't think our sneaking will be very effective in the long run, and here we are. Here we are. Oh, okay. So I would have not even needed the import in the end. now that I think about it. But it's having an import is never bad, because we talked about this yesterday on the podcast, that my save files have one save file of Betrayal has 120 megabyte. And apparently it's because I have to import the game more often. That's a problem. The only time I would not import a Kenshi game is if I have a prisoner, because prisoners go bye-bye when you import the game. Keep that in mind. Ooh, we have another big group up there. Are they led by a fog prince? I don't think they are. But I want to say hello to them. This seems like quite good XP, not gonna lie. Oh my god, look at this, look at this. Boom! Yeah, I see the limbs flying. Come at me, Fogman. Be my guest. This must be very good XP for our pack animal. Not sure about the other guys, but pretty sure for the pack animals it is. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Who's down there? Damn, Daniel! What is Daniel doing down there? Come on, Daniel! I don't know why I'm always going back to the stupid damn Daniel meme. It's been so old. Don't want you guys to split up all the time. I actually hate this quite a bit. Oh, we have some fog heavies incoming. Is there a prince with them? I would love to see a prince there. I would love to see the prince. Okie doke. We are about to reach the city of Mongrel. Absolutely amazing. And then we will look around a bit. Try to find the perfect base location, that is. The question now is... It's a very... Okay, I might do this off screen. Or not off screen, I might do this on the live streams. Oh, what do we have here? We have a Shinobi guard getting absolutely bonked by Fogman Heavy. And I'm going to help him, of course. I'm going to help him. Gotta make sure he survives this ordeal. Nice combat XP. Everything we do gives us XP. Okay. We saved his ass. That much I can say. Man, I remember when we were doing the Fogman series. This was absolutely amazing. I really loved that. Because it was really hard. It was really hard because we weren't able to trade. And fighting these Shinobi guards was a bit of a problem, to say the least. But yeah, finally made it over here. Very good. Are we finally out of food? Okay, yeah, I thought as much. I was like, how much more food do we have? But we finally, officially, ran out of food. Hello, new customer. So first off, we're gonna sell the hat here. 6k. Thank you very much. Now, these guys should sell us pretty decent gear. Pretty decent gear. Now, I can buy a building here too and set up a shop and everything. set up a base of operation, but I think it would be cooler, technically, to already look for a decent base location. There are a few I would deem worthy. Is there a... There's a Shack Warrior. Shit-talking Ark. While inside of Mongrel. That's quite funny. We have many blueprints around here, and I'm kind of tempted to buy a few of those. But that's a lot of money. But I'm pretty sure we have a lot of cool stuff here. Advanced armor smithing. Berserker leather. Give me that. Samurai cloth and medium. Okay. Yeah, I'm so tempting in buying all of that. Some of the stuff apparently I cannot research. Oh man, I'm out of money already. Okay, I should not buy more blueprints. Gee. Okay. The thing is, like, I need I need food. I cannot spend everything on that. I need food. Any ration packs in here? Apparently no. No ration packs. Also no large advanced kits. Interesting. Just gonna make sure we don't accidentally stumble into a shop at night. Okay, already eating the food here. Good. Oh! There he is! I spotted Beep! Okay, okay. Okay, I spotted Beep. Come with here. Oh, hi, Beep. How do you know my name? It was just a guess. You must be some kind of genius then. Yes. Yes, I am. Can I join? I want to become strong. Become a swordsman. You don't look very strong. You don't even have a weapon. Do you have any skills? I have nothing. They exiled me from the hive. I don't... That's so mean. Just because you keep saying Beep? I'm defective. Not good for the hive. But Beep doesn't give up. Beep is strong. Since I left the hive, I can feel my mind changing. The way I think, I feel free. Having thoughts I've never had before. I want freedom, but everywhere I go, things try to kill me or chase me. Beep's tired of running. Time to stab the things that chase me. Ugh. Another week, nobody. How much money do you want? Money? I don't know what it means. Welcome to the team. God, yeah, we got Beep. Let's go. Okay. We can basically close the chapter here. We got Beep. Now, I gotta make sure that Beep doesn't die. Obviously, though, the most important thing is that Beep doesn't die. Doesn't matter the playthrough, Beep has to come with. It is what it is. Oh man, look at all of these weapons. Okay. I'm mainly just looking for blueprints. But at the same time, I don't really have much money. Wow, triangle weapons. I want to get that. I want to get the triangle weapons. I fucking love triangle weapons. I spend all of my money like this, but it is fine. Okay. We can build our own base. We can build everything ourselves. Okay, where is their shop? Oh, over here. That's the mechanical shop. That's what I've been looking for. Let's trade. Okay, they have more than enough building materials and iron plates. That's what we need to get the base going. I think cloth might be a bit of a problem. That's why I'm buying more here.
So yeah, we can send out... I'm actually gonna send out Whisper, because Whisper is fast as fuck. I think there is a pretty nice plateau over here, in which I want to check out. And people are fighting here, obviously. More hivers. That hive is never ending. It's a never-ending dead hive. Hell yeah. Go ahead, brah. Go ahead. So... now, let's see some interesting spots. The only problem is... oh, this is... wait. This is not considered a mountain? Does it still arid up here? Okay, it seems... okay, that's quite interesting. Oh, that is quite interesting. That means I can build a farm up here. Also up here. Okay, okay. That sounds very interesting. Now, the prospecting of Whisper is pretty bad, given her skills, but there is so much iron, fertility, water, holy... Jesus Christ, okay. This is, extremely good. I would love to make a base somewhere around here. Absolutely love it. It's going to sneak. But I think up here, this is not Fog Island anymore. I remember there was a plateau that was really nice. I'm just trying to figure out where it was. I think that was the plateau over here. Okay, just out of curiosity, what is the farming up here? Okay, we can place farms down here. This is really, really nice. This is really nice. So we can set up farms here. The question is, how big do I want to build my base? It can be a bastion. Like, we can make like the hollowed bastion, which is going to be very large, very big. Basically taking this whole plateau into consideration. Or we can try to make a small... excuse me. We can try to make a smaller base. I could make the base in here too, but I think building a base inside of a hole is never good, because you're very vulnerable to everything that comes from the top, but at the same time it's cloaked in the fogs. So if we make the base in here, I mean, it would be cool having a base in here, would it not? Huh. Okay, we have iron resources down there. Let me check if there's copper in here too. It does say 0 copper, but that's not true. There's... okay, never mind. Copper is up here. Or somewhere around here. Is it down there? Okay, there's a copper resource over there. Now, we don't really need much copper. Now, I'm going to do a thing here right now, okay? I'm going to... the drills. ore drill, and we're going to look for iron here. Okay, obviously around here we have pretty much, yeah, it's pretty much, I think 99, that's totally fine. 99 over here, holy shit. Okay, yeah, we have more than enough iron around here. There is no copper drill, but there is a mod that allows me to make a copper drill, which is pretty freaking cool on its own. I think this place is really nice. Now, this plateau up here is also quite nice, don't get me wrong. But I think having it a bit down here, like where there's more fog around. I mean, the fog here isn't that thick, but it's still like a foggy base that we can make around here. And I would really love to do that. Really love to see that. Okay. I don't want to do anything around here. Not for the shenanigans. But yeah, I can make these drills around here. So I can have a lot of those drills, but I think one is enough for the production we're going for. But technically, we can do all of this around here. Now, copper is still, it shows up here. So there's no copper in this direction and also no copper in this direction. That's the only copper resource we have. Stone. Stone is the next thing I was going to look for. We're going to mining and stone mine. Okay. Stone is... Okay, up here we have like 55%. I think around, we can probably chinks it to like 60% stone, which is fine. Around here it's also 60. So stone wise we should be fine too. Although I don't really care much about stone, not gonna lie. Because building materials you can just buy for very cheaps. It's not the problem. Iron is important, so we can automate the weapon and armor production. Leather. Where do we get skin from? Skin. Probably to the south. Like vein around here. Big things, gorillas. There's a lot of skin around here. Drag, I think, also has big things, which means we can also get skin there. Oakland's Golf does have bulls. I think bone dogs, bulls, a little bit of that. Yeah, okay. Pretty decent spot, I would say. I like it. You can let me know what you think about the spot, obviously. Going out here. Okay, I just need to see the path things. So there is an entrance over here. So we can basically come over here. We can take this. This is a really cool route, by the way. This here, I think this is going to be the only entrance to our base. And we're going to put turrets all around here. I'm going to... this is going to be hellhole. This is going to be a freaking hellhole. I'm going to put turrets all around here. So if anyone comes in here, they will be turned into a pincushion. That's the goal. And that's a really nice choke point over there. Like, really nice. Absolutely love it. And of course, with the FCS, we can build some platforms up here. We can build harpoon turrets up here. Yeah, we're probably gonna build the gate here. So this is where the main gate is, that is closed off. And then we have harpoon turrets here, here, here. We have like 15 harpoon turrets, something around there. It's absolutely going to be insane. This over here is just gonna wall off. Just gonna wall off. Worst case scenario, I can destroy the wall. And I probably can go up there too. Yeah, okay, there would be another entrance over here, which I'm thinking about just walling off around here. Now, I might reconsider this. I might make a second gate. I have to think about this. We can make a gate here. If you make a gate here, we can put turrets up there. Technically, like gate here, and then put the turrets up there. Put the turrets up there. I think so. Yeah. Platforms here. Harpoons here. Gate here. But I have to reconsider this. Maybe we start off by walling this off. Can you go through here too? Okay. There's another point up here. That would also be quite interesting. This point here would also... That would be... Oh god, okay. If you place a gate here... And if you place harpoon turrets up here and here, hell yeah. But you can reach this place, but we can wall it off. We can wall it off, put stairs up there so people can walk up here. There are some really nice choke points around here. I feel like this has been made to build a base, not gonna lie. It feels to me like this place over here was like made to build a freaking base. Fertility is 99, around 99 and 100%. The same goes for arid. That is totally fine. We're gonna have some workers on the fields here. I'm totally Gucci with that. But yeah, I have to design the base a little bit. I want to make it a little bit cool looking, have many buildings in there. I might be using some buildings that I usually don't use, like these, what's them called? I have to see if I can find them like this. Or if I have to install a mod to actually get this going. Should we... Oh god, we can even have a platform over here. We could build a platform over here. If we say... Of course, we can lever this out to 0. Then it looks a bit better. The good thing is we will be levitated. We can have the farms on the ground. Basically 2 layers of defense. So this is like the main gate you have to come through. There's defense here, and then you also have defense up here. Poon turrets, more defense up here. People defending around here. Down there are the farms, mining and everything. But I might not build this platform around here. I might just go for a normal base. Have some pretty walls around. I still have to think about this. I'm pretty sure there are way many more ideas to design the space. But yeah, let me... Where is it? Okay, it's over here. It's kind of over the L. Literally over the L. Nearest the L, and it's like right over the L. Okay. I mean, it's not that hard to find. It's a pretty big place. Now, I've been fanboying over this place for quite some time. And I think I do prefer it more than this one up here. I really like it. So currently there's 1, 2, 3, 4 entrances. Wall this off, and this. And we can open this in the future if we want to have 2 entrances. But I don't think that's even necessary. I think 1 is pretty fine. Okay. Let's see, what do we have over here? I think from the ground position up, this base over there is probably the best. And I mean, this is also a pretty cool landmass around here. I like that the stone is like growing over the land. We could potentially build something up there, you know, have stairs up there. We could have the headquarters up here, and then you have to use stairs to get up there, and then you have the headquarters here, and the villages here in the south, you know, wall it off around here. It would be a bit of a smaller base, obviously, but this will also work. There's iron and copper, but it's okay. Everything is up here, so quite far away. Quite far away. Now, one might say that having a lantern while sneaking is probably not the best idea, and I have to say you might be right. Okay, when we talk about platforms that are on the up, we have this around here. Okay, we could make a base here. I could place farms up there too. Okay. So this will be the choke point. Platforms here, have the gate here, so people can shoot around there. Have some walls around here. Have some buildings. Yeah, I can see this one working too, but I think this one has more entrances. Yeah, we would have to wall of this here. And wall of this side too. I'm pretty sure you can make a decent base around here. But at the same time, I still prefer the one we found. Now we can also check out drag. So we can also check out. But I think drag doesn't really have lots of interesting stuff going on. It's pretty flat. There's a high village here. I think there are 2 high villages here. Or 1 high... Yeah, I think there's more on there. I think there's also a Normand village somewhere around here. But if I look at this around here, I don't really feel like this is going to be a base location. Also, it's dead around here. Nothing grows. So that's the next big bummer. Yeah, we have the settled nomads around here. Which we can potentially buy animals from, which is good. I guess it's still arid around here, right? Okay, yeah, everything is dead, nothing's growing around here. Why do you even want to be here is the question. We have fogmen patrolling around here. I thought that might be an interesting place to build a base, but not really. Not really. So yeah, I think drag falls flat when it comes to base building. We can check out obedience too. Obedience is a place that might have something interesting for us. Yeah, I think favorites still stays the land we just discovered. How do you say? Is it a bog? Is it a bog? What we discovered? No, it's not really a bog, but you know what I mean, right? The flat ground, the hole in the ground. I don't like the look around here. Then over there we already have mongrel. And from my experience, the places around here are not that attracting to me. You have these mountains. I mean, if you put your mind to it, I'm pretty sure you can build a cool base everywhere around here. Oh, someone's getting eaten alive. Who is it? Who is it? Would be funny if it would be that one drifter we just found. A Holy Nation outlaw. Holy shit, he's done for. Yeah, dude, he's done for. I can't even save it if I want to. would not be possible. I'm sorry, man. I tried my best. Should have not ventured into Foglands. There's like very, very cool and open space around here, where you can build stuff. It's quite nice. And I think we just did the U-turn. We are, yeah. Favorite still stays this place up there. Or down there. This one stays favorite at the moment. I like how you can enter the base. Like this. I like how you can wall this off. I like that there is iron around here. Copper is a bit of a problem. But we don't really need that much copper to begin with. Copper is not that important of a resource. And I'm pretty sure I can deal with the copper on the outside. Like, you can't have everything, right? It's not possible. Okay, let's take another look into obedience. Because I had the idea of maybe building a sky city in obedience. What do I mean with this? So basically, oh my god, look at this. Absolutely horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. So, my idea was to maybe build up on these plateaus and connect them via bridges. This obviously is a very very complex way of building. Or I thought that just like literally building inside of here. Literally just having my base in obedience. Of course, the only downside is this is dead land, of course, because it's metal. It's just metal. Look at this. There is no stone, there is no iron. I mean, there's a little bit of copper around there, but it's all just dead. The space would just be for styles, and that's it. There is not much more to gain from this. So I still think the best way would be Fog Islands. Not gonna lie. But I'll look into that. But I think I'm, you know, in my mind, I'm already planning the base around here. I'm already doing that. I'm already doing that. Because it is a pretty cool base location, you know. Don't get me wrong. And I think I just go with the flow here. I think I just say like, yeah, let's do it. Let's build the base around here, and we're Gucci. But okay, Whisper in the meantime has gained a lot of stealth while sneaking around. Over here. I do think, you moron. I do think that in the Hyper Expanded mod, at some point, we will probably get overrun. Or at least they will get overrun. I'm gonna help them. Oh my god, Whisper! 74 damage with one shot? That's a high level one. What does a Masterwork one do then? Oh my god. Whisper is not joking around. She is not joking around. Absolutely love it. Okay, let's fuse back with the squad. Now Beep over here. My good old Beep. Can I get you some gear? Do I have the money for that? Because I'm really not sure if I have the money to buy you stuff at the moment. That's quite expensive, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's get you some pants. 7K. That's a lot of money. You know, for the time being, I'm just gonna stick with that, okay? It's better than nothing, my little beepster. And we have to start somewhere. Beep wants to be a swordsman. I'm gonna give him this Wakizashi Edge Type 1, hell yeah. Alrighty guys, it's been quite a long time of me recording here. But yeah, it was mainly base scouting today. The next live stream, I'm going to decide where we're going to build the base. Maybe we even start building the base in the live stream. I have to think about that. And then I will also make a little bit of an intro towards, for the Hollow Dawn, so to speak. I'll show you what I mean soon. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I do hope I see you in the next one. Goodbye.